So you want to buy a house in Michigan and you don't have any money? Well, you're in luck because I can help you make that happen. There's actually a few ways where you can buy a house for little to no money.
Too good to be true?
No. There's ways that you can actually get money back when you buy a house. You ready to hear how to do that? Good, because we're starting now. If you're new here or new to me, my name is Paul and I make videos about Michigan and all sorts of cities and areas all over our state. So if you like what you see, consider subscribing. And if you want to buy or sell a house in Michigan, I'm also a full-time real estate agent, so I can help you make that happen. So just reach out. You can find me on the internet. All right, so if you are trying to buy a house in Michigan or anywhere else, one of the very first steps every single real estate agent will tell you to do is save your money. Save a bunch of money. That's usually the first thing. Go get your credit up and save money. But there are ways in Michigan where you can buy a house for no money, or at least a very little amount of money. You're gonna still have to pay for a few things. So if you're broke and you wanna buy a house, listen up, because here are the ways to do it. So first on our list are VA loans. So this is a very obvious one, or I think it's a pretty obvious one, but if you are a vet, you can use your VA benefits and buy a house for zero down. An important thing about this is if you do have money saved, you can use that money towards a down payment, but you don't have to. So some real estate agents are actually a little, shy about going for VA loans, but I love them. I love working with VA buyers, and I love helping people buy with their VA benefits. I actually had somebody buy a house with a VA loan, get concessions back, and they were able to get a check back at closing. So they bought a house and they were paid.
Crazy, what a deal.
How amazing is that? You buy a house and you make some money. So if you are a vet, look into buying with VA. Next up on our list is the MSHDA loan, or the MSHDA down payment assistance loan. So MSHDA in Michigan stands for the Michigan Housing Development Authority. And now this one isn't a totally zero down program. It's actually a 1% down program. So the only thing that you have to put forward is 1% of the overall cost of the home. So for a $150,000 home, you're only responsible for 1% of the overall cost of that. So $1,500. Most deposits on homes are about $1,000 or 1% of the overall value of the home. So you put your deposit down and you get your house. And a lot of times, depending on where you're buying, 1% is actually less than you would pay for rent at most places. So you save enough money to pay for rent and you could buy your own house. Save up for 1 month, you're a homeowner.
I can do that.
And they do have both FHA and conventional MSHDA loan programs, so you have to look into that. One drawback to using one of these loans is you cannot guarantee to pay over the appraised value with these types of loans. Now, a lot of the other loan types, you could say, hey, if the appraisal comes in a little short, I can make up some of the difference if you have a little money laying around. You cannot do that with MSHDA. Next up on our list are the doctor loan programs, or physician loan programs. All you have to do is have great credit and be a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
So the physician loan programs, you can put money down towards them, but you can buy with zero down, zero out of pocket. You will have to pay for your home inspection and things like that, but you don't have to put any money down. They're super flexible with things like student loan debt and short work history, which a lot of doctors have. They've just hired in, they don't have a lot of work history, and they usually have a ton of student debt. It's fine. You can buy the doctor loan. Sometimes the doctor loan programs, the interest rates are a little higher, but whatever. You're getting your house for $0 and you are a doctor. Congratulations. Next up on our list are the USDA loan programs. So that's United States Department of Agriculture, and they are the rural development loans. So a lot of people don't know about these loans, but you can buy with zero down if you know where to look. So in every state, there are areas that are eligible for the USDA loan programs, and you have to have $0. They have loan income limits for 1 to 4 member households of $90,000, or if you have 5 to 8 people living in your house, it's $119,000. So the USDA does not set loan limits like the FHA does. It bases its maximum loan amount on the buyer's ability to qualify. So if you can pay for the house, if you can afford it, you can buy it. It's important to note that the people in your house, they're gonna use all of your income together to qualify you for these things. Especially like on that MSHDA one, if you have more than one person living in the house, you're both going to go in on what you're qualified for. And if you want to see what houses or where the houses are that qualify for the USDA loan program, I will link in the description below to the United States website where you just punch in an address and see if the address that you're looking for, that you're looking up, qualifies for it. Because a lot of times when you're looking online at things like Zillow, Trulia, or even on your realtor's website, it's not going to show you that it's qualified for a USDA rural development loan, but it will be. So it's a lot of times in those rural areas. It's like out in the farm, lots of land, things like that. So if you're looking for something like that, look in the website and see if it qualifies. So what do you think? You want to buy for 0 down? If you do, let me know. If you're looking for areas to move to, take a look at some of these other videos and playlists around here, and I will see you there.